On the fifth morning, all that remained was a carrot, one googly eye, and a single stick arm lying dramatically in the snow like a chalk outline at a crime scene. I stood on my porch in my bathrobe, cradling a steaming mug of coffee. My latest masterpiece, a 7-foot-tall snowman in a top hat, was now just shattered remnants glistening like scattered diamonds across my lawn. Across the street, HOA President Patricia Bellwether was speed-walking away in a hot pink winter jacket, gripping the broken handle of my snow shovel. She moved with the urgency of a felon trying to look casual. I didn't shout. I didn't call 911. I just picked up my phone and called my lawyer. 6 weeks later, Patricia would be facing 23 civil complaints that would change her life forever. My name is David Hartwell. I'm a civil engineer. I build things to last.
And Patricia?
Well, she was about to learn that you shouldn't mess with a man who understands how to build a case, or a snowman. I moved to Pine Valley Estates for the quiet. My joys are simple: my cat, Whiskers, and building elaborate snow sculptures. We aren't talking 3-ball snowmen here. I'm talking snow jazz bands and replicas of movie scenes. Enter Patricia, the supreme guardian of taste. She ruled the HOA with an iron fist and lavender-scented violation notices. She claimed my snowmen violated Ordinance 3.6.7.1b, seasonal decor must be tasteful and symmetrical. According to Patricia, my snow creations were neither. Then the midnight massacres began. I'd build a masterpiece, and by morning, it was obliterated. One was decapitated. Another was impaled with her own pink plastic flamingos. I installed a ring camera. On the fourth night, I caught her. 2:13 a.m. Patricia, dressed like a suburban ninja, wielding a garden hoe and muttering about community standards. When I showed her the video, she claimed it was self-defense. She said the snowman's menacing posture made her feel threatened. I took the footage to the board. Patricia stood up and declared the video inadmissible due to frost glare interference. She then doubled my fines and posted my address on the HOA Facebook group, calling me a violator encouraging neighborhood chaos. That's when the real harassment started. My mailbox was smashed. Someone chased Whiskers with a leaf blower. The fifth snowman destruction was the final straw. She didn't even wait for nightfall. She marched across my lawn at 7 a.m. with a metal shovel and decapitated a snowman reading a book, staring me in the eye through my kitchen window. This, she shouted, is what happens to people who don't respect the rules. I didn't want justice. I wanted a legal avalanche. I hired Bradley Morrison, a specialist in HOA disputes. We didn't just look at the snowmen, we looked at the foundation of the HOA itself. And we found a structural failure. The Pine Valley Estates HOA had never properly registered as a nonprofit. Their incorporation had lapsed 5 years ago. This meant every single fine they had collected for 5 years was technically illegal. They were an unauthorized entity collecting money under false pretenses. We opened a class action lawsuit. 5 other neighbors joined us, people fined for whimsical gnomes and off-center bird baths. During her deposition, Patricia admitted she'd spent $3,000 of community money on tactical observation kits and night vision goggles to monitor seasonal decorations. The judge ordered a forensic audit. It turns out Patricia was also using HOA funds for her hot tub maintenance and her Lexus detailing. The court froze every HOA asset immediately. At the trial, Patricia wore a purple suit that made her look like a grape with delusions of grandeur. She cried. She said she was protecting property values. The judge wasn't having it. Destroying private property is not an acceptable method of enforcement, he said. I won on all counts. The HOA had to repay over $400,000 in illegal fines. Patricia was found personally liable for harassment and misuse of funds. She owed me $18,900 personally. To pay her debts, she had to sell the hot tub. She had to sell the Lexus. But the crowning blow? She had to liquidate her 13,000-piece snow globe collection. I went to that estate sale. I bought exactly one item, a $5 snow globe of a snowman holding a sign that says, "Let it snow." I placed that snow globe in my front window. The first time Patricia drove past in her used Honda Civic and saw it, she pulled over and sobbed for 10 minutes. I watched from my porch, sipping hot chocolate. She was convicted of vandalism and misappropriation of funds. Her sentence? 200 hours of community service. Specifically, she has to spend the next 3 years serving hot chocolate at the local winter festival. She's banned from every HOA board for a decade. The woman who hated snowmen is now the town's official cocoa server in the freezing cold. The neighborhood is quiet now. The gnomes are back in the gardens. The bird baths are gloriously off-center. And me? I'm already planning my next sculpture. It's going to be a snow courtroom, complete with a snow judge. And I think I'll make the defendant out of nothing but slush.